Hi, I'm Mark Lowry, and I'm here to talk to you about my latest book, This Little Beauty, Eating Chips with Monkey. It's got this gorgeous cover, which was designed by Chris Jevons, and it's all about the Chadwick family. And after an accident, they decide that the best way to pull their family back together is by visiting all the best chip shops in Britain. And it's got amazing stuff in it, like a talking toy monkey and loads of fish and chips and hipsters and a horrible giraffe and that kind of stuff. And I really hope you enjoy it. I'm going to read you a short extract from it. Here we go. Half an hour before the accident. Megan. Do you need the hat and magnifying glass, snotface? I say to Daniel. We're in the hallway waiting for Dad to come in from his work shed so we can go to the chippy. He's always late. Yes, I actually do, says Daniel. The hat's one of those Sherlock Holmes ones with the flaps. His eyes go massive as he peers at me through the magnifying glass. Daddy says they're important tools for finding clues and evidence. Daniel's voice is flat like a robot's, but he emphasises certain words really loudly. At least leave the pipe here, I say. All detectives smoke pipes, and that's a scientific fact, he says. Then he holds up Monkey to his ear and makes a wassa noise. Excellent plan, Monkey, he says. We can suck our chips up through the pipe, or even smoke them. Jeez, the kid's off his nut. Mum comes bustling into the house and goes straight to the walk-in cupboard by the front door. Sorry I'm late, meeting with a parent. How was your day, Megan? She calls out to me. It's hard not to smile, even though I'm blushing. Really good. I got 96% in my history test, and my new piano teacher reckons I'm ready for grade 5. Clever girl, says Mum from the cupboard. That's wonderful. I find myself blushing. Megan's a mega nerd, and she's got a library up her bum, says Daniel. I pretend to be mad at him, and I give him a rib tickle. I'm not a nerd anyway. I just work hard, that's all. Not nice, Daniel, says Mum. And how are you? Great, says Daniel. Daddy and me made a robot out of chocolate mousse pots. But first we had to eat 6 chocolate mousses each. Oh, inside the cupboard I can hear her taking off her work shoes and putting them away. I thought you were meant to be in school today. I came home for lunch and Daddy gave me the afternoon off. Did he now? Says Mum. Yes, Mrs. Mary Woodcock says I was okay, but Daddy thought I looked pale and stressed out. Dad always says school stresses Daniel out. This is sort of true, but sometimes I think Dad keeps Daniel at home because he wants to eat 6 chocolate mousses instead of doing work. Mum comes out of the cupboard. She gives us both a hug. Then she has a second look at Daniel, narrowing her eyes. Why are you dressed like that, Daniel? For collecting clues and evidence, Mummy, because Friday night is Chip Shop Challenge night. Don't you know anything? Of course, says Mum tightly. Just then I hear Dad coming in the back door. Hey, Big D, I've sprayed it silver and... He comes into the hall in his overalls, holding a silver model robot in his hands. He notices Mum. Oh, hello. Hard at work then? Says Mum, folding her arms. Well, I finished that big giraffe for the zoo in France, and I thought Daniel needed a break. Mum blows her hair out of her eyes. All right for some. Anyway, says Dad, clapping his hands together. Who's ready for Chip Shop Challenge night? Daniel and I both cheer. Dad poses with his arms out and speaks in that gruff American accent they use on film adverts. One family's quest to find the perfect chip shop, starring the Chadwicks as themselves and some dead fish and sliced potatoes, also as themselves. Mum pretends to look exasperated. Dad's jokes are super lame, but he's just one of those people who makes you laugh no matter what they say. He bends Mum backwards and gives her a kiss on the lip. Ah, ma chérie, he says, switching to an awful French accent. I must whisk you away to le restaurant of your dreams, the heavenly cod. Oh, wow, you really know how to treat a lady, says Mum, straightening up and slipping on some trainers. Ah, well, I suppose we need something to replace the Happy Haddock. A few months ago, our local chippy, the Happy Haddock, suddenly closed down. We'd gone there every Friday and every family celebration since time began. Then, one night when we turned up, the lights were off and there was a sign in the window. Closed permanently due to family issues. Sorry for the inconvenience. The inconvenience. As far as Daniel was concerned, they might as well have closed down the earth or switched off the sun. That night he had the biggest nuclear meltdown ever. Punching holes in doors, headbutting walls, the lot. It took Dad 3 hours to calm him down, and he had to promise Daniel that we'd go to every chippy in the city till we found one that was even better. Can we just go now? Says Daniel. How many have we been to so far, Snotface? 10, I say, trying to distract him. I can see he's getting cross. The red mood, he calls it. 13, actually, says Daniel. He pulls his red notebook out of his duffel coat pocket. The notebook has Chip Shop Challenge, Logbook, Top Secret, Authorised Personnel Only on the front. He uses Monkey's paw to turn the pages of it. Week 1, East End Fish Bar. It was nice, but Mummy got that shriveled up green chip that Daddy said looked like a little willy with a nasty disease. 8 out of 10. Week 2, Ali's Fish and Chips and Kebabs. I did not like the way the sweaty kebab spun round, so I felt all purple and I was sick on that man's shoes and alright, forget it, I say, clamping my hand over his mouth. Daniel makes this dramatic noise until we both double up laughing. Then Dad whips off his overalls and we walk to the car. How many more have we got to visit? Asks Mum. 11, says Daniel. Then we'll know which is numero uno in the whole city. But, he continues, Daddy says that then we'll find the best one in Britain. Really? Says Mum, giving her Dad a when were you going to tell me about that look over the top of the car. Dad gulps. He's always coming up with crazy ideas, but if you make Daniel a promise, no matter how stupid, he'll remember it forever. And trust me, you don't want to let him down. I thought it might be fun. We get in the car. Daddy cut out a list of the best 5 from a magazine and stuck it in here, says Daniel, waving his notebook over the back of Mum's seat. We only have to visit these 5 because we know that all the other chip shops in the whole country are worse. That's a relief, says Mum, huffing out her cheeks. And you'll never guess, says Dad, suddenly excited. Totally random. The number 1 chip shop in Britain is the one where... Mum raises her hand to interrupt him. Let's talk about that later. We'll have to pick up Grandma on the way. She's staying here for the weekend. Excellent, says Daniel. After tea, I can play her at Connect 4. I am currently winning 345 games to 2 because she is rubbish. Okay, well, I hope you enjoy it and have a lovely summer.